Man, I don't know if I'll ever be ready for this moment, but here we are, the pinnacle of MPL Malaysia Season 14, a rematch of the familiar Selangor Red Giants against Team Vamos. Game 1 kicking off with just a little bit. Vamos on the blue side, Vamos on the red side, Selangor Red Giants on the blue side. I mean, if you are ready to tear up, you better save that for the end of the series. Sadafa, how are you looking at this right now?
I am looking at a very interesting start to the Grand Finals here in MPL Malaysia Season 14 playoffs. It is our best of 7 series. So a good start means a good journey. SRG or Vamos? Which of them is going to come out on top? I am excited to find out.
We're about to pen the chronicle like never before. Potential for first back-to-back champions and up against the challenges. It's a new empire, but familiar faces. Mid lane priority, of course, going over to Team Vamos with that Gatot Kacha and Angela. Absolute oppression.
We already see taking a lot of damage in the mid lane. Interestingly enough, Cram and Yums starting in the mid lane with Stormy taking EXP.
Oh, you're gonna love this, right? You're gonna love the change. Topside down, innocent! Dances with death once more and gets out alive.
That is insane right there, timing the regen just to get that one singular proc. Chibi though.
Can he lift Chibi up in time? Stormy into the turret. It's going to be the decision. And zone around and revitalize ready. That could be an opportunity for it to kind of go off. And we just got to see what happens, right? Seems like it's going to be a bit of a suspense. We're looking down and what's supposed to be a potential first blood as we call this to a halt. But there it is. No first blood will be attained. Stormy gets out with his life. Doesn't even blow the flicker. And I think that's the most important part, Dafa.
Yeah, definitely is the case right now. SRG trying to be a bit more aggro early on. We can see that they specifically even traded lanes mid and EXP so that Cram wouldn't have to go up against Moo.
The taunt two-man Chibi is in the vicinity. Seems like SRG calls a response and the Ken. So tough to fight against Vamos in this pocket, especially when the hard guard is going to come out available for Warlock in just a little bit, right? Level 4 will be that tipping point. Turtle fight going on. Smooth down low. Hard guard ready. Smooth is going to get it. Yums with the flicker pushes Warlock away. Cancel the hard guard transfer, but still, Vamos fights Turtle. Stormy with the ultimate. Here comes Crab to the back line. The guy trying to stay alive with the lift. The guys will get up for now, but Vamos with the snipe. Turtle for Vamos. 2 kills for him.
An impressive play right there with Vamos coming out on top with 2 kills as well as the objective. It seemed like SRG tried to go for a little bit of zoning, but Vamos had a better control overall on how things were going there. And because of that, we can see they're going to have a slight lead early. But it's only 2 minutes in. We still don't know what's going to come next.
And again, when you talk about Team Vamos, it's always about go, go, go. It's always about being fast, being furious, and being able to step on the gas no matter the situation. And in this case, looking at SRG, how can they stop it? We know that there's a good roadblock with the True Sin, but can you stop Team Vamos enough to let the rest of your team kind of come online if you're SRG?
That is the question right now. We can see Vamos is going to be upping the ante right now, already controlling the river area. Chibi with 1 level lead over on Skies. In terms of scaling, we also have to note Selangor Red Giants should on paper be a little bit better into the mid game. Vamos, they have a lot of late game scaling, but Chibi alone should sustain more than enough damage to actually take control of a lot of the DPS in the team fights.
Get a stalemate. Innocent once more escapes, this time having used the Purify. You see backup coming in from Yums and Stormy. The guys coming in from the back as well. They need to lift Chibi up though and will not be able to do so. So once more Vamos finds to disengage.
Oh, so far so good here. Network lead still not very different between both teams. And we already know from past history that SRG has a tendency to be a little less aggressive compared to Vamos in the first couple of minutes. So as Vamos, their goal here is to maintain this control going forward and try to snowball as much of a lead as they possibly can.
Only one way to find out SRG have a chance to start this fight. It's going to be Smooth, being dragged back, and it's going to use the Vengeance, but unfortunately, he might just end up going down. It's going to be a tough fight though. I mean, Vamos is going to keep on going. In this case, Chibi loses his life. Selangor Red Giants finding opportunity. 4 for them. Turtle still not attained just yet, but SRG might have a chance.
A beautiful team fight there from SRG. Being able to take control of superior positioning, this is what we talk about. Once they find that positioning, once they find that moment, SRG has such powerful team fight capabilities with a Tigreal and a high-lows. Vamos needs to be more careful about the angles of approach they take, because in that situation, they definitely walked into a funnel.
You gotta love the team fighting from SRG, especially in these crucial moments. We know it's the first 5 minutes, but that 1K goalie is gonna be setting the foundations for the team to start building up. And I want to quickly call back to the first moment, right? We see that lane swap. Yum's Cram mid-side, Stormy bottom side to pressure Smooth. Is this something that you kind of saw coming?
I definitely didn't see it coming, but I wish I did, because it is so smart. We've already emphasized SRG is a team that likes lane priority. They need control over the lanes to make sure that they don't get affected too heavily by aggressive early game teams. And they actually didn't have the best EXP lane matchup here. Cram is a very important player for them in order to maintain some form of early aggression and to zone out the opponents. He roams with them a lot more often compared to other EXP laners, and they cannot afford for him to be trapped in the lane with Smooth. So they switch Stormy over, and it is a genius plan.
And it's paying off. 2K goal advantage. Look at jungle difference. This can be a bit jarring. Sakai's level 10, Chibi just hit 9. But we're looking at at least 1.5 level difference in terms of experience for the junglers itself. You would expect the Vamos to go faster with this Angela, but it seems like SRG has been able to put a stop to that. You jam the brakes, and now Vamos just speeding ahead, but they're running into a brick wall.
My issue with the draft coming from Vamos here is that while the Angela can combo well with Suyo and CC, they really don't have the heroes that can lock someone in place for nets. We saw the Cho 1-1 combo very frequently towards the end of the regular season because it's so easy to set up that crossbow of Tang. However, there's no solid, reliable form of CC on the Vamos side, which means that it is a complete skill performance coming from nets on this 1-1.
Consume should be detected. Vamos have sharp eyes. So they get forced to the top side, perhaps getting that tier 1, but SRG will find the second turtle and the final one of this game. But SRG, they want to kind of spill that lead elsewhere, right? Find an advantage. The opening might just be close by. They even keep the top turret alive. Best case scenario.
We are starting to see SRG go into their usual patterns. Once they've won 1 or 2 team fights, their ability to rotate and control the map is unparalleled. Vamos is a very momentum-based team, but that doesn't mean that they can't come back from a deficit. 3K in 7 minutes is not actually that bad, especially with a 1-1. If they can get a good crossbow of Tang, then there's always the possibility to make that return, but they be in trouble.
Glorious pathway, Blade Surge, Quell the Evo, and with Warlord ready to support. We'll see if SRG wants to take this. It seems like that will be the option. Chibi now forced to fight, and it's going to be Stormy trying to lift them up. It might be a 2-4-1. He gets brought back into the sweep, and that's Chibi gone. Warlord not able to save his jungler.
Very well played here from SRG. Even catching Azuyo normally should be able to escape from situations like that, but the rest of his team was just not nearby to assist him. The rest of the SRG members making sure to keep an eye on them so that they could go as deep as they needed without worrying about potential retaliation.
It's a quick question. I know the panel will bring this up after this game, regardless of the result, but we've always had the notion that we don't really like making mid laners be on Angela, and we are seeing that in effect, right? Warlord just not able to provide much. Flicker out, no hard guard just yet. Mid tier 1 goes down. Is this kind of the pain point that SRG is going to continue going for?
I don't have too much of a personal issue with Angela mid. We've already seen it can work well with the right combo, but I don't think this is the right combo. Warlord as a player has been shifting more into utility mages, so I don't think he's out of his element here. But again, not enough setup for nets to get easy crossbows of Tang, and they're very heavily relying on hard guard to just close things out when SRG are right now in a position with more CC and more damage thanks to their gold lead. Stormy also just finished a Sky Piercer on Azusin, so that is going to be a pain in the butt to deal with.
With this sword coming in, pressure will mount, but at least Team Vamos, they will find some solace in the bot side, right? An attempt to take down the bot tier 2 will end in nothing, but they caught Zorn. The man that I think we are going to look at from Team Vamos to set up most of the plays because he's the only one with that reliable AoE crowd control, right? You don't want Chibi to be the first one to go in. but situation right now tells us that it's not going to be possible.
Gatot is absolutely not meant to be your main form of initiation. You always need like an EXP laner that can start fights so that Gatot can follow up with the Avatar, the Guardian, just because it's such an unreliable ability. And in this case, you have CC. In cases like this, if you had maybe a mid lane or a jungler that could set up, you could still make it work. But Vamos does not have that. This team composition is highly reliant on getting early momentum, and they were not able to find that.
Since SRG has already planned out that route, it's to the bot side. Chibi will proxy that mid wave, but SRG will do the same. So we got a neutral state down mid side. See if Vamos can defend this though. They need to wait for Chibi to come back. It's a bit of time. Entropy used. Holy Shield pop is straight with an implosion from Yum to find Cram the kill. Yum will take out Zorn. As Chibi now have to do as much as he can. It's gonna be the Winter Crown. Cram takes it. They split the damage, and everyone from SRG is gonna get out. Wallow wants a commitment. Finally takes out Cram. Stormy in the follow. Vamos now once more, but Chibi cannot go on forward.
Whoa!
Innocent can, and that is what you want from the star gold laner.
So much forward thinking from SRG. Skies and Cram literally both bought Winter Crown at the same time just about 1 minute ago because they knew that they were planning to go for a base dive, and the Crossbow of Tang would be a lot easier for Nets to set up. Having both of those available means that it just does not matter at all that damage coming out. They definitely didn't need to lose 2 members to that ult from the Suyo, but Innocent turning around and picking up Chibi in return more than makes up for it. A 4K gold lead, double the kill score, and Holy Crystal already completed on this Natan means that SRG are fully in their power spike, and Vamos, they really just need them to make a mistake. Otherwise, SRG is gonna walk away with this.
They're trying to walk down Team Vamos in their own jungle. Maybe there's an opening with Chibi on the flank. Innocent to be gone on. Here comes the AOG. Chibi forced away. They're going to turn on him. He's alone. He has help. Help arrives. But it doesn't matter, does it? Warlock can't take the trip. And now SRG has 4-5 men burning down mid. Conceal is used. Yum, 25 seconds until flicker, but Implosion is always ready. Dawn being caught out, absolutely blown up. Disintegrated by the magic output from Innocent. Smooth, he will try, but he's forced to retreat once more.
The panel mentioned how confused Innocent was that they allowed the Natan through and prioritized 1-1. And we are seeing where that confusion comes from. This hero just does so much damage. Chibi tried to go for a flank kill. That doesn't work quite as well on a Suyo, especially if you're behind. Maybe if he was Nolan, he could have been more of a threat. For SRG right now, they are perfectly comfortable.
And Vamos going for a bit of a poking, poking movement. Second Lord for SRG. The dream scenario up against the Suyo Angela. When Angela CC, whatever you want to pit it in this state of the game. Almost 13 minutes in, and SRG have not dropped a single beat.
Up 10 kills to 4, 5K gold lead. Lord just claimed. Vamos still is sitting on 3 structures. I don't think this will be the end of them as long as they can hold a solid enough defense. But SRG is just so good at running at your face and hitting you where it hurts.
What's the strategy now for Vamos? Is it to buy time for Nets? Who's the star right now?
I don't think they can afford to buy time for Nets anymore. Nets should be the win condition, but with multiple Winter Crowns completed on SRG, I don't think Vamos has a way out of this. It would require SRG to make a massive misplay just for them to even have a chance.
And again, Flicker, Implosion, the suction from SRG, bring him back. Nets is already eliminated, Warlock taken out. The tyranny of Vamos in game 1, absolutely smarted. 3 more members of Vamos trying to hold on, but with the Lord joining in, and it's gonna be game numero 1 for SRG.
A clean and easy victory there for the Selangor Red Giants. Vamos, there were definitely some holes in their draft. They tried to rely on comfort picks and comfort play, but if your opponent knows exactly what is coming at them, they know how to stop it.